Hello, Taurus. This is Dee with Metaphysical Moonlighters, and this is your February 2019 horoscope, also known as your astrology forecast. So, this month I am bringing you pictures from my trip to Rio. I visited Rio a few years ago, and so the background pictures are going to be pictures that I actually took myself. And the very last slide is going to be a video I took when we were on a helicopter tour of Rio. So this picture here in the background, this is the Christ Redeemer statue. So when you visit Rio, this is like one of the first places you should visit, okay? And I do recommend that you go as early in the morning as possible because it can get very crowded at the Christ Redeemer statue. So you can see how huge the statue is. Look at the foot of the statue. These are people looking up at the statue. So it's very huge and the views are amazing from this statue. So let's get into your astrology forecast. Now remember, depending on whatever else is going on in your chart, you may or may not feel the energies of these aspects and planetary movements. Also, don't get hung up on these dates because if you are a very intuitive person, a very empathic person, very sensitive person, you could very well feel the energies of these planetary aspects before the actual date or even after the exact dates. These are the exact dates, but don't get hung up on the date because, again, remember, it's all about energy. Okay, some people are very sensitive to energies. So just know what is possible based on these dates that I'm bringing you, but also remember that you could start feeling the energies before or after or even on the exact date. So on February 1st, we have Mars in a square to Pluto. Okay, so this is an energy where it is best not to take shortcuts. Okay, so Mars in Aries is going to be in your area of your life that can deal with your spirituality. It can also deal with secrets, among other things. And then Pluto in Capricorn is in your ninth house, which can deal with legal matters. It can deal with your interaction with other cultures. So when it surrounds those topics, try not to take any shortcuts, okay? Because for a lot of people, this can be a very creative period. It can be intensely creative or destructive, depending on whatever else is going on in your life and in your chart. Now, on the second, we have Venus in a trine to Uranus. This is an energy where you will want excitement. It's also an energy where if you start a relationship at this time, things will take off fast. Everything will happen fast in that relationship, okay? Now, for you, Venus in Sagittarius is in your eighth house, which can deal with shared resources. It can also deal with other people's money. Now, Uranus in Aries for you is in your area of your life that can deal with spirituality. So just watch for whatever could be happening around the second related to those two areas of your life. Now, on the third, we have Venus entering Capricorn. And remember, for you, Capricorn is in your area of your life that can deal with legal matters, long distance travel, your interaction with other cultures, higher education, even legal matters, okay? So Venus in Capricorn is an energy where you will get serious about those topics. So if you have any legal matters, Taurus, that you need to take care of, you will find yourself getting serious about taking care of that around around the third when Venus enters Capricorn. Remember, you can feel the energies before the dates that are on the screen. Also, the background picture is a picture of the sidewalk in Copacabana. And I took a picture of the sidewalks because it helps you to know where you are when you are walking around Rio. You will know whether you're in the Copacabana beach area or the Ipanema area based on the sidewalk. Because this next slide, you see an example of the difference in the sidewalks. The sidewalk on the very far left, farthest away from this video, the farthest picture is a picture of Copacabana, the Copacabana area. Now, this other picture is a picture of the Ipanema Beach area. So if you're in the Ipanema Beach area and you see this sidewalk, you will know that you are in Ipanema area and not Copacabana area. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that to you because when you visit Rio, you will notice the difference in sidewalks. And it will help you know exactly what area you are in at the time. Now, on the 4th, we have a new moon in Aquarius at about 4 o'clock in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. So this new moon in Aquarius is a great time for starting something new. Now, for you, Taurus, it's a great time for you to start something new related to your career. Okay. And just in case you don't have your birth chart and you don't know where Aquarius exactly falls in your personal birth chart, then I have pulled a card for you. This is your message. Feed your spirit. Okay. Now, this card says, just as you must feed your body, you must also feed your spirit. It makes you stronger, energized, and more powerful. Okay. Most people are unaware of what feeds their spirit, but even if they know, they neglect to follow through. Don't be guilty of this. Feeding your spirit comes from choosing experiences that empower you. Okay? I'm turning the page. Can't turn it with one hand. It's difficult. Okay. Now, so the more you feed your spirit, the stronger it becomes. And when your spirit is strong, your vibes are loud and clear. Okay? So feed your spirit every day. That is your message, Taurus. At this new moon, make sure you take some time out and feed your spirit. What feeds your spirit? Think about that. Marinate on that. Now, these pictures are in an area of Rio called Escondaria Celeron. Okay? And I'm pronouncing it as best as I can. This area is a very artsy type area. The stairs are tiles laid by, I believe it's one man who did all of the tiles in this area. It's very colorful. The vibe is awesome. There are people playing, playing the drums and playing various musical instruments, just, hanging out, just vibing in this area. You can find some nice crystal jewelry in this area. Now, if you travel far up the stairs, you will find yourself in a favela. A favela is sort of like a ghetto in Rio. Okay, and there are tours that will take you around the favelas. We chose not to take any of those tours going into the favelas. I just feel like it's exploiting people, especially if you're not sure that, the money you put out for the tour will go back to that community. Anyway, it's a very colorful area. It's a nice vibe in this area. So I do recommend that you check out this area when you visit Rio. Also, if you remember, there was a video made here. Of course, Michael Jackson filmed some of his videos in Rio. There was a video done by, I believe it's Pharrell and Snoop Dogg. They were sitting on these steps when they made that video. This is the place where they made that video, the Celeron area. But this is me and my husband sitting on the steps. You can see how colorful it is. Everybody's just vibing, just chilling. It's a shaded area, so you don't have to worry about, being too overheated in the sun. And this is me in another area of the Celeron area. So it's a very cool area, very vibe. It's just a high vibing area. So let's keep moving on. Now, on the 10th, Mercury enters Pisces. And for you, Pisces is in your area of life that deals with your friendships. So just beware and watch out for some facts becoming blurred. Okay, because remember, Mercury is the communicator. And when Mercury is in Pisces, you might tend to overlook some facts around this time. Now, on the 12th, Mars is going to be in a conjunction to Uranus. Okay, so this is a time, let's see, and it's going to be in Aries. So for you, it could be in your area of life that deals with your secrets, or dealing with your spirituality, even places of isolation. This is a time where everyone has to make sure not to make any rash decisions. So for you, if you have any secrets, make sure you're not making any rash decisions related to your secrets around this time, Taurus. Now, on the 14th, Mars enters Taurus. Okay. Now, for everyone, this is a great time for fasting. Because remember, Taurus is the sign that can be stubborn, and Mars is the planet that deals with action. So, any action you take related to being stubborn, such as resisting something, such as fasting, when you fast, you have to resist something, right? So, this is a great time for a lot of people to fast because Mars being in Taurus is going to help you stay away from certain things. Okay. Now, this is a picture of me on Ipanema Beach. You can see the sidewalk verifying that, hey, you are on Ipanema Beach. It's a very nice place. And this is Ipanema Beach as well. And I believe that's Corcovado Mountain in the background. Now, on the 18th, Venus is going to be in a conjunction to Saturn, and they are in Capricorn. Okay. So this is a great time for reflecting on your legal matters, reflecting on long distance journeys you would like to take in your life, because Venus in a conjunction to Saturn is happening in your area of life that can deal with legal matters, that can deal with long distance journeys. So this is a great time for you to reflect on those things in your life. Also reflect on higher education. Also on this day, the sun enters Pisces. So as of the 18th, we can start telling our Pisces friends happy birthday because it will be Pisces season. Also, Mercury is going to be in a conjunction to Neptune. Now, this is happening in your area of your life that deals with friendships, Taurus. Yes. So, this is a great time for you to express ideas to your friends. Maybe you've had some ideas floating around in your head about some things you want to do with your friends. This is a great time to communicate that, Taurus. Moving on the 19th, there is going to be a full moon in Virgo at about 10:54 in the morning. This is Eastern Standard Time. So Virgo for you falls in your area of life that can deal with fun, creativity, romance, things of that nature. So if you have any negativity you need to release surrounding those topics, the full moon on the 19th is a great time, Taurus. Okay, so this background picture is a picture of a place that I highly recommend you visit when you visit Rio. This is the name of the place, Caratao. 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 It's sort of like a Fogo de Chao. Okay, remember Fogo de Chao is a Brazilian restaurant. So Caratao is a classic Brazilian grill. Okay, the meat is so tasty. Okay, so my husband is more of a meat eater than I am, but on the buffet there is this fish that they sell or that they have on the buffet, and when I tell you, it is so good. It is so delicious. We ate here several times while we were in Brazil, okay? So when you visit Brazil, you write the name of this restaurant down and make sure you visit this restaurant because it is delicious, okay? And like I said, everybody was so nice to us in Brazil. So um, if you want to tell a female thank you, you would say obrigada. If you want to tell a male thank you, you say obrigado. So yes, visit this restaurant. I definitely recommend it. Tasty. And okay, so let's keep moving on. Okay, so on the 22nd to 22, Venus will be in a conjunction to Pluto. So this is a time where you will want intense relationships, okay? You might even notice jealousy in others and yourself, and you might also notice possessiveness, okay? So just keep an eye out for that around the 22nd. Of course, this is a picture of myself with the Christ Redeemer statue in the background, and it's kind of shrunken in so that you could, see me and the Redeemer in the statue. I mean, in the picture. Now, I also have a video that I'm going to show at the very end of this recording. But please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to this channel. I definitely appreciate it. And if you want an astrological forecast, you can book it right on my website, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. Also, check out the Daily Horoscope app from Cheetah Mobile. Okay, I have the link in the description box. So you just click on it, whether you have Android or Apple. You can click on one of those links in the description box and check out Cheetah Mobile's app. And I'm going to play this video. This is a helicopter tour that we took overlooking Rio. And this portion of the video is when we were circling around Christ Redeemer. The views are amazing. This is the video here. Play. Okay, so you can see how huge the statue is. Those are people at the foot of the statue. Amazing. I highly recommend taking a helicopter tour if you visit Rio. And even though the tour doesn't last that long, just looking at the views and just getting that footage and just soaking up the energy of Rio is just amazing. Okay, so that's everything I have for you this month. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have an amazing month, Taurus.